Scare away birds with old CDs. Yes, your old CDs are still valuable. Don't just throw them away. You can still use them to scare away birds and keep your lush garden crops from being pestered. Your old CDs reflect bright lights. Their reflections are indispensable in frightening away many would-be demolishers of beautiful gardens, jays, blackbirds, sparrows, and starlings. Here are the easy steps in scaring away birds with your old CDs. Find out how many old CDs you can spare to start your project. Of course, the more you have, the better you can protect your garden. Start breaking your old CDs into halves. You may cut them using a pair of strong scissors. Or, you may simply bend them. You can do that by holding one side of your CD and placing it over the edge of your counter. You can also do it in any flat surface. Then, push until your old CD breaks. Note that the broken edges of your old CDs are sharp and can easily cut you. So, be very careful. Don't let your children break or handle your old CDs. It is not really safe for them to do the task. Get a puncher. Use it to put a hole on each of the half CD. Make sure to make or place the hole somewhere near the edge of your old CD. Cut some pieces of strings. Using the strings, hang in your garden your CD halves. You may place them in your fruit trees, like wind chimes. The length of the strings is going to depend on how high or low you may want to hang those CD halves. If you want to keep the CD halves hanging in your garden for a longer time, choose a stronger material. Get a fishing line. Or, buy a wire line. When the CD halves are hanging out there, you want them to withstand the bouts of winds. You also don't want the strings to just snap out. So, invest on a fishing or a wire line. You should hang your CD halves where the sunlight can directly hit them. When your CD halves start reflecting the sunlight, they begin to scare the garden birds away. If you have a lot of old CDs to use, glue two halves together. Make sure that both sides are showing the shiny part. In that case, your CD halves are going to bounce off light a lot better. If you have fruit trees all over your garden, hanging CD halves all over may be a good idea. Sunlight can continually bounce off somewhere anytime during the entire day. Aside from that, you also protect the fruits of your trees from the same troublemakers, critters and birds, all because you hang your CD halves. This is one of the many devices that you can use to drive away the birds away from your garden. Although it may not really work 100% as intended, but it is something that you can do on your own and it is not going to cost you that much.